Finally.
We've been waiting almost 2 hours.
I told you this would happen in County Hospital.
We had nowhere else to go.
Annie, please, just be quiet.
Will you please just hurry up and look at our son? He fell this morning. It's nothing serious, I'm sure, but he says it hurts, so...
So it better be serious. I lost a whole day's work to come down here.
He falls a lot. Boys do, I guess. Fall. Right, Colin?
Kid cries wolf every 10 seconds. Doesn't look so bad to me. Hey, it's his arm that's hurt. Or didn't you hear that? The kid's a regular klutz. Takes after his mom. A lot of fuss over something so trivial. It's nothing if you ask me. My wife's a bit hysterical at times. Overreacts. I just wish he was more aggressive. Yeah, I mean, he's adventurous and all, but that's why he hurts himself so much. I think that's helping. Colin's going to be more careful when he's playing next time. Isn't that right, Colin? It's clear that your parents raised you right. I think that's helping.
You had no right!
Rafer, no.
How dare you interfere with my family? You don't know anything about us.
It's crazy. We would never even hurt Colin.
I am responsible for my family. Not you, not this hospital. Colin is my own flesh and blood. Get your own life.
Where have you taken him? We want our son back.
Crazy damn liberals, see abuse and everything. Come on, Annie, let's go talk to our lawyer.
You're coming along fine, just fine.
Joe Reese, this kid's obviously a fighter, trying to fend off the flames and making a dangerous jump like that. Let's see what you did for him. I'm glad to see you checked rhythm. In a case like this, what you should learn from this is how effective the 12 lead can be in determining heart ailments. Good work. The blood gas numbers confirmed this patient's breathing problem. Yes, I see how the CBC indicated blood loss and led to your conclusion of internal bleeding. Good job. This patient required blood labs, and the data should have warned you of possible anemia, malnutrition, and amphetamines. With head and neck trauma, you don't take chances. X-rays are a must. A very nasty break. A very nasty break. A very nasty break. A very nasty break. The endotracheal tube protocol was required, and you followed through like a vet. Sharp eyes, doctor. This patient's weak state demanded the introduction of intravenous fluid. Good. You injected antibiotics to help the patient's immune system battle the... Way to identify the break and use the splint to immobilize it. Way to identify the break and use the splint to immobilize it. Before you treat the wound, it's important to cleanse the area. Well done. You correctly applied topical medication. It's nice to see you didn't forget the basics. You needed to bandage the wound, and you did. Good. You noted all necessary hospital orders and communicated them clearly. A confusing case, to be sure, made more complicated by bad or withheld outside information. I'm glad you stuck to the protocols and made the correct diagnosis. You saved this patient's life, doctor. Well done. Matthew Mungle, difficulty breathing. Sports accidents can be more severe than they first look. Let's see how. I'm glad to see you checked rhythm. In a case like this, I can't believe the RR on this. Signs of wheezing, labored breathing, or rapid breaths need attention. You helped the patient by administering oxygen via mask. Before you treat the wound, it's important to cleanse the area. Well done. Not an easy treatment to administer, but a necessary one in this case. You scored high marks by choosing the test tube. Sharp eyes, doctor. This patient's weak state demanded the introduction of intravenous fluid. Good. You injected antibiotics to help the patient's immune system battle the... I see a few missing items from your hospital orders list, but otherwise, very good. You pieced together the symptoms and other clues and made the right conclusion. I concur with your diagnosis. You saved this patient's life, doctor. Well done. A very nasty break. You correctly applied the cold compress to address the swelling. Way to identify the break and use the splint to immobilize it. To properly address and treat the patient's pain, I see you opted for the med syringe. Good choice. You forgot a few items, but on the whole, your discharge orders were good. You conducted your examination, assisted the patient, and came to the right conclusion. Brilliant work, doctor. The level of care you afforded this patient exceeded my expectations.
Oh, hey, guess what? Colin Shucott, the suspected abused child, he has OI. It's osteogenesis imperfecta, a genetic disorder that causes bones to break easily, often for little or no apparent cause.
Matthew, they need you in 2. Not urgent.
Thanks. See, a person with OI may get anywhere from a few to as many as several hundred fractures in a lifetime. It's often mistaken for child abuse because it usually goes undiagnosed. The child is written off as accident prone.
They also need you in 1.
Okay, I'll be right there. See, that's why Colin's folks were so jumpy. They go from hospital to hospital with this kid's endless number of broken bones, and they're terrified the doctors will accuse them of abusing their kid, which is just what you did.
And the chief needs to see you in her office just as soon as you get done here.
Julia, why don't you just tell me all this at once?
Well, that wouldn't be any fun now, would it?
So, anyway, this case is what I call a mega zebra. It's one that's nearly impossible to diagnose in an ER, so you're off the hook this time.